Today I'm going to be breaking down the law of assumption and how it can help you with rejection. First, what is the law of assumption? It's anything that you give permission or consent to be true about you. Basically, all of us has a box of assumptions. Here is mine right here. Whatever's in this box of assumptions is essentially your self-concept. And within the assumptions is who you see yourself to be, what you deserve, how the world and others should treat you. So I want to break down in real time how you can use the law of assumption to help you if you're currently experiencing rejection. That could be in regards to love. That could be about money. That could be about anything. And I'm going to be using two award-winning actors, me and myself. Okay, I'm calling. This is like the third time I've called. He didn't respond to my message, my voicemail. Who even leaves voicemails anymore? God, still not answering. Sent like 4 texts. I don't know what's going on. I guess this is time for interpretive meaning. Well, it's that time of the experience where I'm going to unconsciously look through my box of assumptions here and put a meaning on this situation, on why this person isn't responding to me. I hope you're ready for this. All right, let's open up and see what we have here. I'm not good enough. That's a pretty good one. Everyone always leaves me. Okay. I didn't do enough to earn this love, and so therefore I'm losing it. Pretty good one. All right, what's another meaning I could put based on my past experiences and my assumptions about myself? Ooh, this one's a good one. I am unworthy. That's kind of a hot ticket. Okay, maybe one more. Let's just see one more, can we? Nothing I do is good enough. Probably a pretty good one. Let's do it. I'm gonna use this meaning from my box of assumptions here, and I'm going to insert it as to why this person isn't responding to me. Even though I haven't talked to them and I don't know what's going on, I'm going to put this meaning as an interpretation of why they're not responding. I'm going to make their behavior and my perceived rejection all about this assumption. I'm going to spend the next week assuming that their behavior is about me and about what this assumption says. And in my body, that experience is going to feel real, because as human beings, we can think ourselves into the experience. Our body doesn't know the difference between a really, really vivid imagination and deep interpretive meaning and actually experiencing that in real life. So my thoughts are going to assume that it's true, and the chemicals that are actually released in my body because of those thoughts will make me feel like I'm just not good enough. Nothing I do is good enough. This person's not responding to me or answering. I'm feeling a bit anxious. I can feel that coming on, and I'm starting to assume that this is about me. And if I do that, that's actually self-rejection, because I have no idea. I haven't even talked to this person. So for me to assume that it has anything to do with me is literally me rejecting myself. So I'm going to assume that it's not about me. Okay, well, what assumptions do I have? Okay, I am good enough. Sounds pretty nice. I matter to people. Okay, it's a good thing to remember. People love me for me and not for what I do. That's a keeper. I don't know exactly what's going on since I haven't been able to talk to them, so I'm going to just wait to see what they say when I talk to them. And they're a human being with a whole lot of stuff going on in their life, and I'm not really sure what this is about, but I'm not going to assume it has to do with me or something I did. If I did do something to them, I trust that they will let me know. I'm gonna take the energy that I would normally spend worrying and rejecting myself, being in anxiety, distrust, suspicion, or starting to compare myself on why they're doing this. And I'm going to realize, I'm starting to leak energy. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that for me. And I'm going to say, okay, maybe I'm going to go do my hobby. Maybe I'm going to start a hobby. Maybe I'm going to go for a walk. Maybe I'm going to go work out. Maybe I'm going to meditate. Maybe I'm going to do a yoga. No matter what it is, I'm going to be aware of that impulse to abandon myself, but I'm going to stop, and I'm going to realize that my assumptions have been updated. And I know that their behavior is not a reflection or something I did bad. And the more I remind myself of that, the more I am able to use the law of assumption. And I'm not trying to be in denial. I'm not being in delusion. I'm aware of the value of myself and that other people's behaviors, when I put an assumption that it has to do with me and something I did wrong, that is self-rejection. And as I update my assumptions, what I see and interpret from different situations will automatically change. And when it does change, it allows me to stay with myself, which opens up other doors and other experiences where people, circumstances, and things stay with me just as I'm staying with myself. Because the real golden rule is about treating yourself like you want others to treat you. I hope that this clearly demonstrates how massive different situations can be experienced based on your assumptions. What are you assuming other people's behavior means about you? Are you assuming rejection when potentially that assumption is actually self-rejection? The more you become aware of this, the power of awareness, the more you can have agency to truly stay with yourself and start to see your own value and therefore find other people, circumstances, situation that also align with that, because you're giving the permission and consent for it to be true that you are worthy, that you are valuable, that people will stay with you as you learn to stay with yourself. And remember, at the end of the day, your self-concept is what contents you hold in your box of assumptions. The more and more you become aware of this and what meanings you're putting on and inserting of these, the more you will be able to align with whatever it is that you're wanting to experience. You deserve it and you're worth it. Understanding the law of assumption is vital. This next video is going to help you understand how self-abandonment blocks you from what you want to manifest. I love y'all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.